Welcome back, everybody. Another rousing blog from yours truly, Bill Jr., here at Four Seasons Kanga Roof. So, get a question a lot. Why does the appointment take, 1 to 2 hours? And the repair appointments are probably more like that 60 to 90 minutes. We say a replacement's generally closer to like 90 minutes to 2 hours. So, what the heck is causing that? Why does it take so friggin' long when there's other guys who are dropping estimates off in my mailbox? I never even had to be home, or they claim they're flying by with a drone. Hey, those are all valid options for the way they may choose to run their business. We're a little different. Our first core value is we care. And that means it's incumbent upon us to do a little bit more, right? Work a little bit harder, because this is your home or this is your office, and we have to really care about it as if it were our own. So, number one, when we come out, we're going to meet with you for a hot minute. We just need to get some basic stuff to understand who you are and what are you looking for, right? What's the problem? What are we out here to address and fix? And is there anything else related to it that we need to know about? Maybe just simply how old the roof is. That only takes a couple minutes. We just want to make sure we got our facts right before we get right into the inspection and diagnosis. So from there, this is where we get really different. And this is the bulk of the time of an appointment while we're out there. So my team, whenever we go out, it's a 3-part inspection, and it does not matter if it's a repair or a replacement. Step 1, ground level. We got to walk around, make sure we understand everything. 2 reasons. 1, we don't want to make any assumptions. 2, if you agree to do business with us and have us help you with your project, hey, we got a whole team of service technicians or production folks. They got to know the layout. They got to know what's going on. So we got to have those photos. Plus, very often, that is a critical photo for us when we're in our diagnosis mode. Number 2, call us old-fashioned. We actually walk the roof. We get up there and we walk every single roof. Now, there may be a couple small situations on extremely tall, extremely steep roofs where it will be a combination of rooftop inspection and some drone usage, but we physically get up there and check every single roof, because if we don't see it and analyze how many layers and how they tucked in the flashing behind your siding, or what's going on with this chimney flashing that's a little warped, what's causing it? Is it warping of the substrate behind it? Like, we're doing you a disservice. And most contractors who forego this step, you're still going to get those costs that we're going to identify on the front end, but you're going to get them as surprises at the back end. And they're going to be covered up in add-on charges that are built into the contract in the fine print. We just don't believe in that. We want to tell you everything that we can possibly know about your roof or about your repair before the work begins. So we do that full rooftop evaluation, photos, checking all the penetrations. And here's the plus, on repairs, very often you call us out because you have a leak. There can be 2 and 3 contributing factors that, once together, that's what caused it. Because we get folks all the time calling in saying, hey, I know the problem, just tell me how much it's going to be to fix it. We can generally figure that part out. But what we found is, very often, that was just part of the problem. And when we back everything, and we do, back it with a 100% satisfaction, leak-free, money-back guarantee, we got to be right. Plus, whoever wants to risk going through and doing a repair twice or having an issue with your roof replacement once it's on? Nobody wants that, and it's preventable. But that's why that rooftop assessment is so important. Third piece, got to get in the attic. Whether it's diagnosing the leak, right? Because once we're in the attic, we can generally follow that water line to figure out, hey, it might be leaking here where you're seeing the water come in. But on a roof, that leak could be all the way back over here, and it's literally following your rafter lines till it finds the easiest point of entry. So we got to get in that attic and see what's going on. Plus, if we're talking about a roof replacement, the number one issue with a roofing system, bar none, you can check with the Better Business Bureau, you can check with your local building department, is improper rooftop ventilation. Everyone thinks rooftop ventilation is just those fancy vents you see up top, but it's actually both up top and how the airflow is coming in, because it's got to come in. just like you or I, we got to breathe in, we got to breathe out. Your roof's got to do the same darn thing. And so often, we'll see maybe some soffit vents up there or some sort of intake venting. We'll get in the attic space only to find out 10 years ago when you had that insulation installed, they completely sealed all the intake venting. If we put that roof on there, guess what? You have an issue 10, 12 years down the road, your whole warranty could be voided out. I don't know how I could ever tell you as the owner, we really care if we skip that step. So it's not for some dog and pony show. We really want to make sure we're doing right by you. That's why it's a critical piece. So you can imagine ground level, rooftop, getting in the attic, unloading, loading ladders. That inspection process, I mean, every home's a little different, depends on the size, how steep it is. But you're looking at generally 30, 45 minutes, sometimes an hour, just doing the evaluation. And then once we're done, we got to just show you what we found. And that part, you know, can be as short or as long as you need, because it's really important to us. Part of our process, the third step in our process, education and recommendations. We want to show you what was wrong. We want to show you what our prescribed solution is. If there's more than one solution, hey, let's show you what those are. Let's break down the price. Let's show you the pros and cons of each, because if your roof's only 5 years old, you might want a more true, long-lasting, systemic fix as opposed to a repair on a roof that's, say, maybe 22 years old, and you're going, hey, just get me through the winter. This springtime, we're going to replace the roof. You might not want the Cadillac repair. You might want a lesser option, and that's our job to make sure we educate you on that. So for all those reasons, that's why our appointment times take the amount of time they do. I hope this makes sense. We want homeowners and business owners who want to be empowered in the situation. If that's you, that's who we want to work with. If you're also, on the flip side, if you listen to this and say, I don't want that, thank God. I mean, I get it. And when I say thank God, what I mean is, let's figure that out now. We're probably just not the right contractor for you, and that's okay. There's plenty of contractors out there who will do the drone and do the flyby or drive by and just leave you a quote in the mailbox. That's not us, but that's just because of who we are and what our core values are. If this is right for you, hey, we'd love to talk to you. Phone number is always 586-566-0308. You know, hop on the website. You don't even have to talk to anybody. You can schedule your appointment right online. We want to make it as easy for you as possible. I hope you found some value in this. And as always, I hope you have a Kanga-rific day.